I decided I wanted to make another game using my arcade stick, the Pandora's Box 6S, as you can see there, 6S Plus. So picked a few just kind of random games, played 3 to 5 minutes of each of them just to give a sort of a sampling what's on there. This one's called Goku. It's a fighter style, kind of like, I don't know, Final Fight, but with some sort of fantasy elements to it. I'll let you hear some of the sound effects from that for a bit. Unfortunately, with the video, you get not only the sound effects from the game, but a lot of the button pressing, and the buttons are pretty loud and clicky. But anyway, so just a few more minutes of Goku, and then I will have another game with some different footage. So, back to the music Alright, and so then the next game I moved on to is Ultraman, for those of you who are familiar with that. A lot of this is in Japanese, but this is kind of like another sort of fighter game, but it's like a super deformed kind of look. He's all, you know, bobblehead kind of looking, but it's pretty fun. So a little bit of music from the sound effects and stuff from the game now. Alright, and anyway, so yeah, this reminds me actually a lot of the King of the Monsters, which is like a beat 'em up with big monsters. Maybe I'll play some of that a little bit later, but I mean, I don't really follow Ultraman. I know he's big in like Japan and places like that, but anyway, yeah, it was a pretty fun game. Like I said, just playing a few minutes of each to give a little sample of them. So we'll finish it out with the music and sound effects from the game, and then I play another one. So the next couple games that I played were both weird and they showed up really weird. This one is a Gundam version, like a shooter. If you've played the Gundam games, I wasn't really totally 100% sure what I was doing at first with these, but they also, like say, the screen was all smushed, just this little part of the screen. So just a few minutes of that, let you hear some of the sound effects and whatnot. So the sound's pretty cool. Like I said, I'm not sure why the video got all compressed over to that side like that. And as I was playing through this, wasn't really sure like what was power-ups and what things could kill me and stuff. So, like some stuff you could let smash into you, and then stuff, other stuff would blow you up or whatever. But found out the power-up, if you hold the button down, does a bigger blast and stuff. That was kind of cool. So there's just a couple more minutes of this, and then we'll see what is next. Alright, so that is Gundam, and the next game is also really weird and also all smushed over like that for some reason. Alright, so like I said, this is the next one. It's called Block Carnival. It's really weird for some reason. It does the little partial screen thing again. This is the last one that plays like this. I think the next, the rest of them are all full screen. But so this one was a little bit weird as well. Like I say, it's I think it's a Japanese type game. It's kind of like Arkanoid in that, or Alleyway, if that's one you're familiar with. But you're this guy, and I guess these are like pastries or something. And he shoots them, and the ball he has gets a little bit bigger. It took me a few minutes to figure out what I was doing, but yeah, a very bizarre game, but I'll let you hear some of its sounds. So yeah, it's weird, right? There's chickens and a chubby guy running across the front there, and then they give you little power-ups and whatnot if you hit them. A little bit bizarre, but you know, it was kind of fun. This one's cool. I get this little power-up here. So more crazy stuff running across the screen, and my guy's dancing and whatnot. So yeah, pretty bizarre, pretty strange game. A few more seconds and we'll see what's next. I wanted the beginning to play. I thought that music was kind of cool and stuff. So anyway, I was really excited about this game because it's like Castlevania. I think it was based on Castlevania, but it's super hard, and I didn't do very good. So only played it for a short time, but it was pretty fun. Just wicked difficult compared to, you know, Castlevania. So yeah, I was surprised by the level of difficulty, how little it took to totally drain your energy, and the fact you only got one life. But, so yeah, that was Haunted Castle. Alright, so this is the last one for this particular video, and I'll probably do another compilation video. It's called One Shot, One Kill. Really kind of a bizarre game. Only played, well, it's not really bizarre. I could tell what the premise of it was, but I think it was meant to be played with a light gun, which the arcade stick, of course, doesn't have a gun peripheral. It's just the, controller that moves the reticle, and then so I'm really bad at it. Could never even beat this first stage, but anyway, so yeah, I think it was supposed to be played with a light gun, obviously. So like I said, I could never get the 15 shots it wanted in 20 seconds. It always took me a few seconds even to get that first one lined up, and then just had to shoot randomly. So anyway, that was One Shot, One Kill. Very probably fun with a light gun.